Hello and welcome to the AC Test Equipment Lab. The purpose of this lab is to familiarize you with the different equipment used in analyzing AC circuits. AC stands for alternating current, and that basically means that instead of a constant voltage, the voltage varies to positive and negative. So, to provide this alternating current, we have ourselves a function generator down here. It can provide lots of different types of alternating currents, namely sine waves, square waves, and triangular waves. It can also provide arbitrary waves and a lot of other things, and you can use these with a USB stick to get whatever you want. And to read from these alternating current circuits, we've got an oscilloscope. And the oscilloscope basically displays whatever wave it can on the screen. So let's connect the two of these. Already got the cords plugged into them, so it's simple enough to connect red to red and black to black. And before we can start displaying them, we just need to turn on the output. We have a sine wave. Simple enough to change it to a square wave or a triangular wave. The knobs up here on the oscilloscope are for adjusting the scale. This one over here changes the voltage scale of channel 1. So you can see it's 2 volts per division right now. And then we'll change it back to 1 volt per division because that gives us better use of the screen. Over here we've got the horizontal adjustment. So now it's at 2.5 microseconds per division. No, wait, not per division, across the entire thing. It's simple enough to figure those out. One thing that isn't entirely obvious about the oscilloscope is the trigger. That's the little arrow on the side here, and that basically freezes the waveform in relatively the center by triggering whenever it reaches the voltage. So since it's up above there now, it's kind of chaotic. Let's bring it back down. So that's all fairly simple. With the function generator, we can adjust the frequency, the amplitude, and a lot of other things by pressing the buttons to the side of the screen. So the frequency is currently set to 100 kilohertz. So let's adjust that by using these arrows and the knob over here. And bring it up to 200 kilohertz, and you can see how it changes on the oscilloscope. Now we've brought it down to 10 kilohertz, and the oscilloscope isn't showing much of a wave anymore. So we can adjust the time and bring it back into view. Alright, now we'd like to demonstrate the use of the oscilloscope in analyzing an RC circuit, or resistor capacitor. So we'll come over here and take a look at the circuit we've set up with our MIDAC board. There's the 0.1 microfarad capacitor there with a 1 kilo ohm resistor here. And it's a fairly simple matter to connect the function generator to the input and the voltage source of the RC circuit. Great, so it's connected. Now let's take a look at what we're getting from it. So I'll be using channel 2 here and connecting that on both sides of the capacitor. Now since channel 1 isn't connected anymore, the screen of the oscilloscope is a bit weird, so we'll connect that back to the function generator terminals. And you can see what the capacitor does to the circuit, voltage in the circuit. And if we adjust the frequency again, at higher frequency, the voltage across the capacitor just keeps getting closer and closer to zero. It's like it can't keep up with the changing voltage of the function generator. So let's make it lower and bring things closer together. Alright, lower frequencies, you can see the capacitor is very close, but not quite the same as the function generator. And that's pretty much all we have for you today. Thanks for watching.